Many Christians treat their relationship with Jesus as if he is merely a tool to achieve their goals. They seek healing, wealth, success, protection, and breakthroughs, but overlook the priceless treasure of having Jesus himself. This shallow pursuit reflects a dangerous mindset that limits the power of their relationship with God. Let me declare to you today, it is far better to have Jesus than to have what he gives. For when you have Jesus, you have everything. Consider this truth: the gifts of Jesus are temporary, but Jesus himself is eternal. What is the value of receiving blessings, yet remaining distant from the one who blesses? Heaven is not heaven because of golden streets or pearly gates. It is heaven because Jesus is there. Without him, even the most beautiful blessings are empty and lifeless. He doesn't want you to come to him for what he can do. He wants you to come to him for who he is. Look at the rich young ruler in Scripture. He had everything the world could offer, but he lacked the one thing that truly mattered: intimacy with Jesus. When Jesus told him to sell all he had and follow him, the man walked away sorrowful. Why? Because he valued the gifts more than the giver. How often do we do the same? Let's be clear. Pursuing only what Jesus can give is not Christianity. It is idolatry. When you elevate the gifts above the giver, you are not worshipping God, you are worshipping yourself. You have made your desires the center of your faith. And this is a dangerous place to be. True worship is when you can stand before God and say, even if you give me nothing, I still want you. Even if I lose everything, I still have you, and you are enough. Jesus himself is the bread of life, the living water, the good shepherd, the way, the truth, and the life. These are not just poetic titles. They are declarations of who he is. He doesn't just give bread, he is the bread. He doesn't just provide life, he is life. When you focus on what Jesus can give, you miss the opportunity to experience the fullness of his presence. When the Israelites wandered in the wilderness, they experienced God's miraculous provision, daily manna from heaven, water from the rock, but their hearts remained hardened because they cared more about the provision than the provider. Do not be like them. Jesus desires more than to meet your needs. He desires to transform your life through a relationship with him. If you pursue Jesus only for blessings, you will be disappointed because earthly blessings are fleeting. But if you pursue Jesus himself, you'll find a joy and peace that nothing in this world can take away. When storms come, you will not crumble because your foundation is built on the rock, not on shifting sand. Let me ask you a question that will pierce your heart. If God stripped away every blessing, your health, your wealth, your family, would Jesus still be enough for you? This is the ultimate test of faith. Job understood this when he declared, "Though he slay me, yet will I trust him." Job lost everything, yet he held on to God, because he understood that God himself was his reward. The gifts of Jesus are byproducts of his presence. They are not the goal, they are the overflow. When you prioritize the giver, the gifts will follow, but your joy will no longer depend on them. You will discover a depth of love and intimacy with Jesus that surpasses anything this world can offer. Stop seeking the hand of God and start seeking his heart. Stop chasing blessings and start chasing Jesus. When you have Jesus, you lack nothing, for he is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the source and sustainer of all things. Seek him first, and everything else will fall into place. Do not settle for crumbs when you can sit at the table with the King. Do not trade eternal treasures for temporary trinkets. Desire Jesus above all else, for he alone is worthy. Let your heart cry out like the psalmist, "Whom have I in heaven but you? And earth has nothing I desire besides you. My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever." This is the call of God to